Benefits of a wireless home security system, part 1 of 3. Why a home security system? Recently, the unemployment rate dropped below 9% for the first time in years. While this may seem like a good trend, the small change actually had little impact on people's prosperity. Currently, there are a record number of people living below the poverty line. This represents millions and millions of Americans that are living a desperate life. Imagine having to live like this and still provide for your family. Of the people that have lost their well-paying job over the past few years, there are a few lucky ones that have been able to get another job. But this job pays only a fraction of what they were making before. This is what is called the working poor. When you look at the true unemployment and underemployment numbers, we have close to 20% of the U.S. population that are unable to make ends meet. It is no wonder that with 1 out of 5 people struggling to stay afloat, that sadly many have turned to crime in an effort to provide for their family. This embrace of crime has led to a distinct increase in property crimes across the nation. Experts tell us that we are at least looking at another 5 years of this type of economy, so it is likely that property crime will continue to rise. While there are many things that you can do to increase your security and prevent loss of property and decrease the likelihood that you will become the victim of a crime, one of the best things you can do is to install a security system in the house. Additionally, making sure everyone in the house understands how to use the system is important, as it cannot protect you if it is not armed. Too often, people forget to set their alarms, giving burglars an easy chance at stealing their belongings. Why wireless? You may be thinking that while it would be nice to have a security system, your situation is preventing you from installing one. For example, you might live in an apartment where you cannot make updates to the residence without losing the investment when you leave. Or that you do not want to pay the expensive install fee so an installer can run wires throughout your house. To be sure, there are a lot of advantages to using a wired security system, but there are also many advantages to using a wireless home security system. One of the more prominent advantages is that they are generally pretty easy to install, either by yourself or an installer. The ease of installation makes it easy to add security to virtually any dwelling, whether you are an owner or renter, and whether you install it yourself or have a professional installation. Wireless systems also allow you to start small and gradually increase the security by adding on components when you need them. You can often add these extra components yourself, allowing you to expand your system as your budget allows. In the second part of this series, we'll be looking at the advantages and disadvantages that wireless systems have when compared to wired systems, and how to put them to good use to protect your family.